Hi, everyone. I am continuing on my research on Winston Churchill, looking this week, as I am every week, at Winston Churchill. Is he a legend or is he myth? And as I have established throughout this course, Winston Churchill was one of the most prominent figures during the early to mid 1900s. During the 1940s, he led Britain in the war against Germany and was named Man of the Year in 1940. Also, in 2002, he was claimed to be the greatest Briton of all time based on a poll taken by the BBC. That's the British Broadcasting Channel. His image is iconic with his cigar and his fingers shaped as a V for victory, as well as his determined expression. However, throughout the course of modern history, there have been many perspectives on who he was. Was he truly a legend, or was he more of a myth? Did he desire peace and prosperity for his people, for his country? Or was he a self-serving, power-hungry warmonger? Historians may never know who he was, especially because so many sources have polarizing perspectives. But in this week's discussion, I am continuing in my search of the true Churchill. This week's study brought out more of a critical view of Churchill through the couple of sources that I'm going to highlight today. Well, first of all, in his book, Winston Churchill, His Times, His Crimes, author Tariq Ali presents Churchill as a warlord who was the agent that Britain used in order to advance their imperialist agendas. While not supporting Churchill, Ali does provide some possible basis for the ruthless and imperialist methods that Churchill seemed to have implemented at key points in his life. With this, he states that his father, Randolph Churchill, often threatened him as a young boy to succeed, or he would no longer claim to take any responsibility for his son or claim to have a son, really. So living with this type of burden could lead any man to strive to be a strong man, to strive to be the man they think their father wants them to be. So Ali does kind of present that could be the case here with Churchill. This may have caused Churchill to perform some horrendous tasks, especially towards people in Kenya and in Ireland in Churchill's early life as a young soldier. Ali stipulates that many have also been against him, including people like Obama and Biden, who have removed a bust of him from the Oval Office due to these ruthless acts that had happened in Kenya and in Ireland. And he also indicates that Churchill himself believed that anyone who opposed his methods were just squeamish, basically. Also, John Nelson, in his article, Churchill Off Record, questions the sincerity of wartime Churchill. He argued that Churchill had two motives with this speech, and the first was to preserve his name and his legacy and to make money. So, coming from a wealthy Victorian family, this would have been something that Churchill would have expected for his life, was to maintain wealth. And knowing that being a soldier would not really pay the bills, he turned to writing for extra money. And through this means he was given a unique ability to make himself appear as a legend. Nelson also writes of Churchill believing it to be a waste of time to repeat his speeches on radio. And his perspective paints Churchill as an impatient man that desired to preserve his image. And here are my sources with that. Thank you.